people have been living in Britain for thousands of years. People just like us, but living very different lives in very different times. This is their story. This is the story of Britain.
We can make enough iron spears to defend our land. That might be enough.
I'll just finish this last one.
Life in Britain is changing once again, helped along by the introduction of this new metal. This is the Iron Age. It is 60 AD. The Romans have invaded and taken over much of southern Britain. Some of the native British tribes have agreed to support and work with the Romans, but others are not so happy. The Roman army is heading to North Wales.
Welcome to Britannia.
Do you know why we are here, son?
The glory of Rome, sir.
Yes, the glory of Rome. If this land is rich,
Rich.
with gold, silver, tin and wood for building, to send back to Rome for the Empire.
But I hear the Britons are heading to Colchester. They mean to fight back.
With a woman in charge, what chance do they have? The Britons have done too much damage. If we don't defeat them now, we will have to leave these islands and all the riches they contain. We must end their revolt once and for all.
Native British warriors blow war horns, known as carnisses, to put fear into the Romans, and are experts at driving two-wheeled chariots. They use iron-tipped spears and long slashing swords, but wear little armor. They don't fear death, believing they will come back braver and stronger in their next life.
Remember, we need one fort every mile. We must have this finished by the time the Emperor Hadrian arrives.
In rich people's homes, slaves look after underfloor heating to keep out the chilly British weather.
Now make sure my birthday invitations are all delivered today.
Shame Father will miss the party. Ouch!
Look at me, Quintus. I'm Dad. I'm a Roman commander fighting those barbarians.
You can't be a Roman commander, Cornelia. Girls aren't allowed to join the army.
That's not fair. I want to fight.
Father's not fighting at the moment. He's building a wall. For Emperor Hadrian.
In Rome?
No, here in Britannia, up north.
But he's been gone for ages.
Well, it's a very long wall.
Education is also expensive, so well-off families have slaves to teach their children.
26, add 13. Father will be so angry with me when he finds out his focale has been stolen.
You must put a curse on the thief. The goddess Sulis will deal with him.
I call upon the most holy goddess, Sulis, to curse the thief who has stolen my father's focale and not allow him food or sleep until the scarf is returned.
Thank goodness the heating's on.
Dad! Here's your scarf. I've looked after it really carefully.
Seems like I arrived just in time. Just what a man needs after working hard for the Roman Empire.
Pater, where is the Roman Empire?
Good question. Well, we're part of it here. It stretches all the way from Hadrian's Wall, right the way down to southern Britannia, then right across to Italia and beyond, and down as far as Egypt.
That's a big empire.
Yes, it is a very great empire. I reckon it'll last forever. We just wanted to come and settle here, and farm. The lands back home were not so fertile. And of course, then I met your mother. And as you know, your mother is Anglo-Saxon.
So?
My family were not very happy about it.
Why not?
Not all Vikings were as nice as your dad and granddad. God rest his soul. Viking does mean pirating, you know. Some came here to raid. It was terrifying.
If you're Anglo-Saxon, Mum, and Daddy's Viking, what does that make us?
A mix, I suppose. Something new.
Well, hey, stop snowing! Come on!
If you wish us to renew our oaths of allegiance and give back the City of London, you must agree to our terms.
And what are these terms?
You must return all hostages and give back land and castles to all those who've had them wrongly taken away. You shall give back all royal forests that you have created during your reign. And no free man shall be arrested, put in prison, sent away, or have force used against him unless a trial has been held with a jury to decide.
I'm starving. Shouldn't you hunters be going to catch some dinner?
If she's painted a deer, then you should go and catch one.
But I can't catch deer. Why not? We've just trekked a really long way to this place for that very reason. And I've got achy legs and sore feet in the process. Don't tell me it was for nothing.
It's all right for you. You got the easy job. Gathering berries and leaves and nuts and stuff. But the deer live in there, in those very wild woods. Please don't make me go in there. Let's go fishing instead. Fishing's much better. Or let's eat berries and nuts again. I love berries and nuts.
Roasted nuts again. We had that yesterday and the day before.
And it'll be the same again tomorrow, unless one of you hunters actually catches something.
Yes, we're supposed to be hunter-gatherers, not gatherer-gatherers.
We didn't see one fish.
Tomorrow, we've no choice but to enter the forest.
But I'm scared of what's in there.
Thank you, Grandma. Come on, we have unfinished business. Hey, yes!
An incredible new invention has been introduced to Britain. Making metal.
I bet that bird wish it had a thick coat, like a sheep.
Me too. Spin the roll round, and it makes long string. Hold it tight.
I've got an idea. This is amazing. I'm so warm.
And we didn't need to kill the sheep, so we can still have the sheep's milk. I want to fight too. I want to be like Boudicca.
No, Beretta.
You name me Beretta. Beretta means strong.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Beretta and her father follow Boudicca and her army. They head for Colchester, an important Roman town, and burn it to the ground.
What's your name?
Beretta.
You live up to your name. And now, on to Londinium! Hurry up. I don't want to miss seeing the Romans being defeated.
I'm just finishing packing the supplies.
Rome will control most of Britain for the next 350 years.
Shame Father will miss the party. Ouch!
Look at me, Quintus. I'm Dad. I'm a Roman commander fighting those barbarians.
You can't be a Roman commander, Cornelia. Girls aren't allowed to join the army.
That's not fair. I want to fight.
Do you think becoming a Christian is what made me better?
It could have been the amulet that the leech gave you. Who cares? The best thing is you're still alive, and that's all that matters. Come on, you can help me feed the goats now.
Do we have to?
So, Henri, you are 7. You must leave us.
Don't go, Henri.
I have to, Lucy. I'm going to train to be a knight, like Papa.
Training to be a knight took years.
The bow shoots further, the crossbow straighter.
Read out what you have written.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
You must kneel whenever you see the Baron and say, "Good speed."
As the years pass, a would-be knight like Henri eventually masters the skills he might one day need in battle.
There's a rebellion in the north. The king needs an army. We must go and fight. This is what you have been training for, Henri. This is what being a knight is all about.
Being a knight meant putting duty before pleasure. When the king called, you had to go.
Arlette, this will be your new papa.
Well, hello, Arlette.
But I don't want a new papa.
We don't have any choice, Arlette. Since your father has died, I am a widow, and King John has said I have to marry him. I must do as the king says.
No, no, absolument pas. Let me sit on your shoulders, Edmund, so I can pick the cherries.
We can't do that. I'm a servant. I could be fined if the sheriff catches us.
Who said?
The king. That's who. He's made this a royal forest, which means only he can hunt in it.
But I'm nobility. I won't get into trouble.
No one's allowed. Not even you. And if the sheriff catches you, it doesn't give you a telling off. Your papa certainly will.
I keep telling you, he's not my papa.
Shh! The sheriff is coming. Hide!
I am Boudicca, Queen of the Iceni. When my husband died, he left his kingdom both to me and the Roman Emperor Nero to share. It was meant to keep the peace between us.
The Roman army is heading to North Wales, but elsewhere, trouble is brewing, led by Boudicca.
But the Romans want it all! Nero had me whipped in front of my people. He demands we pay taxes on land that belongs to us.
She is magnificent.
Fight with us!
I hear the Britons are heading to Colchester. They mean to fight back.
With a woman in charge? What chance do they have?
I want to fight too. I want to be like Boudicca.
No, Beretta.
You name me Beretta. Beretta means strong.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Beretta and her father follow Boudicca and her army. They head for Colchester, an important Roman town, and burn it to the ground.
What's your name?
Beretta.
You live up to your name. And now, on to Londinium!
Native British warriors blow war horns, known as carnisses, to put fear into the Romans, and are experts at driving two-wheeled chariots. They use iron-tipped spears and long slashing swords, but wear little armor. They don't fear death, believing they will come back braver and stronger in their next life.
My lord, I fear there will be more attacks from overseas.
What should be done?
A survey of the kingdom is needed, my lord, to find out how much you can raise in taxes and how many people you have for an army.
Very well. I want every freeman, every slave, every farm, fishery, mill, pig and plough, everything to be counted. At once.
So what happened next?
Queen Ethelfled. She's what happened.
Who is she?
She was King Alfred's daughter. King Alfred was the Anglo-Saxon king of Wessex. He defeated the Viking raiders, but allowed them to live in northern and eastern England if they converted to Christianity and lived peacefully. This new place was called Danelaw.
Did they keep the peace?
Sadly not. Well, King Alfred died, so it was up to Ethelfled to sort things out. She led her army into battle against the Vikings and ended up killing thousands.
But she did also bring some peace to the people.
I am at war with your people. But if you promise peace, join me and I will protect you.
We are peaceful farmers. We do not wish to fight with you or anyone else.
Good. See that you keep your promise, and I shall keep mine.
Now, we don't live with so much fear of war. It is better now.
Time passes and new people arrive. New ideas begin and old ideas fade. But while some things change, some remain the same. People just like us, living their lives here in Britain.